Are we good? Let me know when you guys are good, please. You good, huh? Okay. Wanna come down? Yeah, I combine them. Yeah, 1 and 2. Yeah.
The 5 days should be at least 1 week.
7, yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, the media team. Can we go? Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I welcome all of you, the media team from different media houses, the team from Gala. You are all welcome to Mandinaring, to the late Omar Badjie's family house. And I welcome Omar Badjie's family too, and members of the community. As you are all aware, on the 26th of September 2025, a very tragic incident happened in Mandinaring village, which shocked not only Mandinaring, but the entire nation. People who are supposed to protect Omar Badjie end up taking his life. And as communities, we were so brief and touched that we cannot allow things to go like it usually happens before. Something has to be done. We decided to came out to show our frustration to the police based on the report they gave, like what caused Omar Badjie's death. The entire community knows that that report was false. It was not true. And if we have sit back and fold our arms, we wouldn't be here today having this press briefing with you guys. So with the courageous actions of our youths in the village, we went out to the street to show how angry we were to the police and to the government. We gave them series of demands, and those demands were met, and the police who were involved got arrested, and they were detained, and an investigation was launched. And during the process, we reached a stage whereby a coroner inquest was established to actually, find out the truth, what caused Omar Badjie's death. During the 6 or 7 month long waiting period, the community and the family were all at suspense because we never know what was going to be said in that report. But Alhamdulillah, when the report came out 2 weeks back, the report clearly stated that Omar Badjie lost his life because of the beating he received from the police. The very police who are supposed to protect him, he died in their hand. And as a community and as citizens of this country, it behoves each and every one of us to make sure that the recommendation given in the coroner inquest report is followed to the latter by the government. That's the only thing we are calling for. If you can give me 2 minutes, I can go through the report. The office of His Lordship, the Chief Justice, the Honorable Hassan B. Jallow, wish to inform the general public that the Honorable Chief Justice has now received the report of Her Majesty Anna O. Mendy, Principal Magistrate and Coroner into the death of Omar Badjie. It will be recalled that this sad event occurred on the 26th of September 2025 following the intervention of police officers at Mandinarim Village, West Coast region in the course of law enforcement operation. The coroner examined 12 witnesses, reviewed the post-mortem report on the deceased person and visited the scene of the incident. The coroner verdict is that Omar Badjie died due to acute brain injury resulting from physical exertion, stress and assault occasioned by the police officers in the course of their pursuit of the disease. The coroner has recommended that the matter be referred to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution for consideration of criminal proceeding against the police officers involved. This is the Chief Justice of the Gambia speaking here. All right? His Lordship, the Honorable Chief Justice, having examined the record of the proceeding of the inquest pursuant to Section 10 of the Coroner's Act, is satisfied as to the correctness, legality, propriety of the findings and verdicts, and as to the regularity of the proceeding. His Lordship, the Honorable Chief Justice, has accordingly forwarded the record of proceeding of the inquest to the Honorable Attorney General and the Director of Public Prosecution. That is, the Chief Justice has handed over this proceedings or this finding to the Minister of Justice and the Director of Public Prosecution. The Office of the Chief Justice wishes to inform or wish to record its appreciation to the Honorable Anna O. Mendy, the coroner, and to all the witnesses and all others who assisted in the inquiry. The Office of the Honorable Chief Justice looks forward to continued cooperation of all concerned to ensure the implementation of the recommendation of the coroner. The key word there is the implementation of the recommendation of the coroner. We are not in any way acting outside of the law here. So, for that being the case, the inquest concerned on the 9th of October 2025 and concluded on the 20th of April 2026. Since the release of that report on the 20th of April 2026 up to date, the 3rd of May 2026, neither the government of the Gambia nor the Gambia Police Force has made any official statement. This silence is deeply concerning. We see no reason why there should be silence over this critical issue. We are talking about somebody's life, a life which was taken at a very prime age. Come on, your Chief Justice, you are the one who appointed him. If they have any iota of respect for our courts, for our institution, 24 hours will not pass without them releasing a statement according to this thing. So, on the 26th September of 2025, Omar was tortured, humiliated, and killed by the very hands that were meant to protect him. Following his death, the Gambia Police Force released a statement claiming that Omar died during a hot pursuit, which is not true, because the coroner inquest report has established otherwise. This claim was immediately rejected by the people of Mandinaring. We immediately rejected it. And this claim, in fact, pushed us to go to the street, saying that, okay, if you want to stick to this claim, Omar's life will just go in vain and nothing will come out of it. Everybody knows, even a 5-year-old child knows that this claim is not true. So that's what took us to the street on that very day. And it has once again been disproven by the findings of the coroner's inquest. The report clearly established that Omar Badjie suffered a brain injury which was caused by the beating he received from the Gambia Police Force. So, come on. You received this report as a government for 2 weeks. You fold your hands together. Your Minister of Justice never issued any statement. Your Minister of Interior never issued any statement. The police itself, who killed Omar, they never issue any statement. So, I gathered my people. I told them, you know what? It has been 2 weeks since this report has been issued. And neither the government, nor the police, nor the Minister of Justice has issued any statement. So we cannot continue sitting like that as a community, all right, folding our arms without doing anything. That's the more reason why we call this press conference. Following the events, on the same day he was killed, we gathered at the Mandinaring police station in solidarity with Omar's family. However, instead of engagement, the very day this thing happens, instead of the Gambia police force engage the community, but they decided to show what best they are good at, that is using brutal force against innocent citizens, the very citizens they are supposed to protect. All right? Instead of engagement, officers from the police intervention unit were deployed. They fired rubber bullets and tear gas at us. Even the home of Omar Badjie was tear gas. 19 youths were arrested and some were severely beaten. During the process of arrest on the 27th of September 2025, we the youths of Mandinaring organized a solidarity march for our brother. Once again, the full force of the police was unleashed on us. We did not break any law, yet we were tear gas as if we were not humans. All right? Following these events, a high-powered delegation from the government of the Gambia visited the family of Omar Badjie. This delegation included the governor of the West Coast region, the district chief of Busumbala, officials from the Ministry of Interior, the youth advisor to the president, and religious leaders. They came to show solidarity and presented a cash amount to the family, though the amount was not disclosed to us. After the rejection of the police narrative, statements were released and the president addressed the nation on the issue. When we are later invited to the Ministry of Interior, I and my team, the minister assured us that the death of Omar Badjie will be thoroughly looked into and that the outcome will be treated justly according to law. Now that outcome is here. I'm reminding the minister of his statement that after the investigation, his death will be treated, with the utmost urgency it deserves. So now the coroner inquest is out. And we all know what is inside that report. Today, that process has been concluded. The coroner inquest report has not confirmed the cause of death, but has also recommended that the criminal prosecution be taken against the officers involved. This is the recommendation of the coroner's inquest, that criminal proceedings should be taken against those police officers who are involved. But 2 weeks today, we did not hear anything from the government in regards to their stand in this issue. We are therefore left with no choice but to present our demands clearly and publicly for everybody to know, including the government. Okay. Number one, immediate acknowledgement and apology from the Inspector General of Police to the family of Omar Badjie and the community of Mandinaring, and the Gambia government too should apologize to the family of Omar Badjie and the community of Mandinaring. Okay, so this demand is necessary because the institution that first issued a false account of Omar deaths, that is the Gambia Police Force, must now take responsibility as a respectable institution. If you give a report, or if you give a report which is false, and giving false report even in our laws is a criminal offense. You can be arrested for that. So you as the custodian of that law, you yourself gave false report to Gambians. Come back and rectify that report. Okay? The Gambia Police Force must take responsibility for correcting that narrative. And acknowledgement is not just a formality. It is an official recognition of wrongdoing. An apology to the family and the community is essential in restoring a minimum level of trust and dignity. Without this, I repeat, without this, the pain of the family remains dismissed, and the public is left without assurance that the truth is respected with the police institution. And the public is left without assurance that the truth is respected within the police institution. Furthermore, such an acknowledgement serves as an institutional record that the initial account given to the public was incorrect. If you give the public what is incorrect, come on, you should have that courage as an institution. Come back to the public and tell them, look, the initial report I gave you people is wrong. This is the correct. The public will in fact respect you for that. Okay? Okay, it helps to prevent the normalization of misinformation. Let me repeat that. the Gambia Police Force coming out to rectify the false information they gave to the public, okay, it will help to prevent the normalization of misinformation from the authorities and reinforce that public communication must be grounded in truth. It is also a necessary step in beginning and meaningful process of reconciliation between the people and the community of Mandinaring, whose trust has been severely damaged by both the incidents and the events that followed. Moreover, the government as the highest authority responsible for the protection of its citizen, okay, for the protection of its citizen cannot remain silent. No serious government can remain silent after such a report has been issued. What this shows us that the government don't care. Even their own institution, even the report their own coroner gave and what the Chief Justice gave, they don't care. That shows us that they don't even respect our institution. All right? This apology is important because the event that followed Omar's death, including the handling of the situation and the suffering of the community, fall under state responsibility. An apology would demonstrate recognition of the harm caused and affirm that the government stands with justice, not with silence. In addition, the government's earlier engagement with the family and the community, including visit by its delegation and the assurances given at the Ministry of Interior, places a further obligation on it to respond to the final outcome of the inquest. An apology will not only acknowledge the loss of life, but also the pain caused by the use of the force against grieving citizens, the arrest and the treatment of youths during that period. It is a step forward restoring confidence in governance and showing that the state does not distance itself from the consequences of actions carried out under its authority. Number 2, this is a immediate prosecution of the officers involved as recommended in the coroner's inquest. This is what the coroner inquest demanded. The officers involved, they should be prosecuted. All right? This is a direct call for the implementation of the law based on the findings of the inquest. The recommendation for prosecution is not optional. I repeat, it is not optional. All right? It is a legal step that must be taken to ensure accountability. Without prosecution, the entire inquest process loses its meaning. Justice cannot exist where findings are ignored. These findings are never going to be ignored. Wallahi, no matter what happened, we're going to put our life on the line for these findings to be implemented. We are ready. I, for one, am ready for anything for this cause. These findings are not going to be ignored. So if they know what is good for them, if they want to maintain the peace of this country, we are not violent people. And we are not doing this to intimidate anybody or to put the security of the state at risk. No, we are just trying to reinforce what the law has already been said. This is a recommendation from the Chief Justice Office, so it has to be implemented. Okay, prosecution ensure that those found responsible are subjected to due process and that the rule of law is upheld. More importantly, prosecution sends a clear message to that no individual is above the law. All right? No individual is above the law, regardless of their position or uniform. It helps to deter further misconduct. It helps to deter future misconduct and reassure the public that legal processes are not merely symbolic. It also honors the time, effort, and credibility of the inquest proceedings by ensuring that its conclusion leads to tangible outcomes rather than being left unimplemented. All right? Number 3, immediate dismissal of the officers involved. Officers implicated in such a serious violation cannot continue to serve in position of authority while facing findings of this nature. Their continued presence within the force undermine public confidence and raise concern about institutional integrity. Dismissal is necessary to demonstrate that such actions are not tolerated and that the police force is committed to upholding discipline and accountability within its rank. Additionally, allowing such officers to remain in service risks further eroding the already fragile relationship between law enforcement and the community of Mandinari. It creates fear among citizens and discourages cooperation with the police. Immediate dismissal is therefore not only a matter of internal discipline, but also a necessary step in protecting public confidence, maintaining order, and ensuring that the value expected of law enforcement officers are upheld without compromise. Now, these demands are to be met. The demands I've just mentioned, they are to be met in 7 days from today. Let me repeat that. These demands I've just mentioned, they are supposed to be met in 7 days by the government and the Gambia Police Force. From today, we want to make it clear that these demands are based entirely on the findings and recommendations of the coroner's inquest. We are not asking for anything outside of the law. Anything we are asking is within the law. We are asking for the implementation of what has already been established through due process. Come on. It does not need a rocket science to implement this. We also want to make it clear that what happened on the 26th and the 27th of September 2025, including the use of force against unarmed civilians, the tear gassing of a grieving community, the arrest of 19 youths, and the beating that occurred during those arrests remain part of this matter and cannot be ignored. We will continue to follow up this issue until there is clear response and visible action. All these demands are ought to be met within the stated time frame, which is 7 days from now. If not, I repeat, if not, we will take every means to get it done. We cannot end this briefing without thanking the Central Committee of Gambian Against Looted Asset, known as GALA, for their continued support to the family and the community of Mandinari at large. We are grateful, and may this relationship continue to prosper in good. Finally, to Omar Badjie, the late Omar Badjie. We are not there yet, but surely, inshallah, justice will call your name one day. Thank you all. Now, if you have any question, yes, you can ask.
Yes, my name is Linda Ezra from Messenger Media.
Okay.
You mentioned that you are giving them 7 days.
Yes.
After the 7 days, if they don't do anything, you make sure you do everything to get them.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is, after the 7 days period, we will come back here to the village and consult with my community. All right? And believe you in me. I repeat, believe you in me. If they don't act, what is going to happen? They will never like it. This village is I call it our Strait of Hormuz. We can stop people coming in this village. We can stop people from going out. We can do that. It's not a threat. But I'm telling the government to do the needful, to act on this report. That's what I mean by that. Hope your question is answered. Yes? Any other question?
Yeah, my name is Shirik from Civil Press.
Okay.
Since after the inquest went out and then the government said we went through, from that duration up to now, were there any instances where government officials tried to contact you guys to talk to you?
Never. Never. It never happens. That shows us how they take Gambians' life for. This is a Gambian who lost his life. Even one life is important. Since that report came out, nobody consulted us from the government level, no senior official, and at the Ministry of Interior there, they have my contact. They have my contact, but nobody reached out. So to me, basically, it just shows me that they don't care. They don't care about Omar's life. But we do as a community. And we will do everything humanly possible to make sure that justice is served.
Yeah, so you wanted to take action against the state, should in case they fail to act on the coroner's inquest recommendations, right? What are the options in place that you wanted to follow? Whether to go in for a lawsuit or to go on the street like you did before?
We have so many options on our table. And the legal aspect, I'm not going to talk about that. We have to consult with our lawyer. He was supposed to be in this press briefing, but due to one or two things, he couldn't make it. All right? But all I can assure you that we have so many options on our table to make sure that justice is served. Yes, I can definitely assure you that.
Yeah, I think not raise money the account is the money highlight the coming in the question of the important because Mojamal will be rolling in Tombola.
Okay. Okay.
Come Omar Badjie, me alonko, to the Roken police on the Coit and the Limbaliaka, Iskisuro Keta, Iskisuro Finita, the recommendation of the co, Mil Benu, when you call in take Kitin there. Alia Fokalbe, Albe step Tala. So, step nyadi lebeja left mentala follow fulanja wolem coming bring ni recommendation of findita government ya findi family ya itande ko Omar Lafa ay connection of sotole ningi li paro men kala mo fomman sakunda to mo futatal maleno ida kana ja fo jam family ma wala ka kolke ka ni ku ay itande ko min findita to nyalem pour kal bolo sey.
Okay, mbasta la ni la first question on la nga 7 days le di man sakunda la pour ñu recommendation o ñu mim funtita ya respect ya buña recommendation o mim fo yake. Your second question mbe min kela ni man respond nte wo fola jam bon se min tandila ko wolem ñinti option jamal le bembulu milia lonko the community of Mandinaring are ready to take it ni man sakunda man actionota. To answer your third question, kabiri ñin report o bondite I as the youth leader moment communicate, moment call from the government level, katandin nako okay, ngani report o jele, inshallah ñin nabe kelam fan understand amanke. So why attending telaleko? Man sakunda man care about a Gambian life, mi ya lonko afata molle bulu mil nyanta ka protect. Why wale attending tela?
So recommendation wala finto ni science mai.
2 weeks. We were in the time ole DK la no. The time ole DK la because kabiri recommendation of funtita. Nko okay. Let us give them 1 week or 2. Maybe they are assessing the situation, going through the report to read it here and there. But that one man ke tafang more than 2-3 days. This is just a one page recommendation. It should not take the government to assess this and know what is in this. So amanya neketa more than that. But as a community, the discipline and the respect in us, wala tinanga wo time frame o dila. But amanke ko come like man option soto waran jote yatale wara the action tala no ka make soko ni recommendation o mimfo aike. No, one time man jote ya. All right? And we will make sure any recommendation I implement, inshallah. When it comes to that, right now we have so many options on the table. Now optional alkan alfang batan di fangkan nyinin ka wala nte o jabi la jang no look no I okay all right
I mean I don't think they want to answer what are the next steps, so that should be okay. We don't push that is dangerous to ask specific questions, right? So if munkela over kela bara wote jabe jan sande so I'll balal like
yeah But in Satandilako, we have options, countable ones. But in Tafolaja right now. Yeah.
Very alaya Umar Banda. So funny na rapor kal hakke dane ale ya police falbe sonde.
Never. One na takela. Wo wato tambitale. Laftale yalo mi atina mantara nyinke kan because of Omar Dorong. Mba ke kan ne it could be me. Asekeno nyinti. Asekeno Omarti. Hanita fanga asekeno itati. Laftale president ye set. A president has to be set. In the history of the Gambia police force, no police officer has been sent to jail for committing murder or manslaughter. So, after the president has said, pour police all longo, they are not above the law. Ibe doku ke kan Gambia dingol lay. All right? So, ika doku ke miye minke jonin karo fata. Come on, the list is a minke no. Amari horoma. Hanna amari kuke min mantara luwaye konotola. Luwaye silo lelandi nyantaka ak nyami. So, ka police all balali, war is out of the question. Yeah, that will never happen.
I don't like it.
That's not.
So if nobody has another question for you guys, I would like to. Umar is present here.
Yes.
Umar, from Gala, Gambians Against Looted Affairs. Ngajele Alfred India. Protest wo men kita protest Jamal kita jam follow kajele al katre jele. Maybe ning tu miro kita ko masakunda la mole tilimbali ake benla kajele al ne wolle ka tere nyobulu always from mandinari jam protest follow kata fo protest do men kita jani protest ko tengo men kita bi ibi janne yamune sudo pour kafo from demanda Umar la family men fajam ko soro hawle la masakunda.
All right, Abaraka Bake, Mbesiring Gambians Against Looted Asset Toya Lajang, and Kela Yininkaro Jabi follow, bring Omar la Kuokeda, Omar la family Naraka Gala ke Kafoti Muyaronko Ilatan na Bake, and near Doko can bring Adatidula. So we have been part of this process, and we continue to be part of this process. We also ngajele ning youth soul mandinari youth soul to jamin ka protest ko we demand justice for Omar, but at that time also to ensure that the young people that were arrested whose only crime was to demand for justice for one of them that was brutally killed by the Gambia police force was addressed. So Gala continue to stand with the family of Omar Badjie, and then Foka Parefran, we continue to stand in solidarity with the young people of Mandinari. And for us, the decisions don't come from us, the decisions come from the people. And as the people's movement, del kamun kedron wolen ka banku dimul sementu yande kaje ko ning wate la faka loke la balambaya idandi kaje ko demand justice and accountability until we stand by them. And wolen te si jambi and mbafla coming Gala continue to stand with the family of Omar in demanding for accountability. And we continue to stand in solidarity with the young people of Mandinaring and the Gambian at large, because this is a Gambian issue coming Johnny Avenemi. So Kuku Nimbi Jedrong, Gala is ready to pick up, and we not even to pick up, to continue from where we stopped.
Yeah, here Munesudo for Gambia Police Force, because specifically the police will criticize back always. And Ning Felenting, follow Biraka coming statement with me, and the police will deny and no jelly. Recommendation recommendation of Nataje ko reverse ya dinaile bar nata menje wala ko men fo ani menketa if membo de fon bulu ko tenke to nyante isamu na fono.
Well, I think the way follow drone to bubble for me, this is systemic problem that na public official ka tonya baliyake e ka wuliya fo e ka te kela casino kubuka laje. Because Niajibe, bringing Kokeda, and then also the police always need to be careful against community evidence. Coming Kokeda Molmunyala, Wolkoteng, ite Boreta Safero Kakaret, Aritamatarunje from Mole Kibaru Dila, Umukule Muyalonko, Manana Kaswala, Naman Sakunda Kono. man sa kunda nyanda ka bundal di muyanon ko lanna ya nyanda tarani mol temale an ni buka tonya fo molye e buka tanin silo do e kal lanna ya nyine tinya an mol tina lalela an ni mol man lelela nyato kaya man nafaso do Gambia police fall that e dalta nyinnale ndeka mum fodon ko komi ngalom bring Omar Banta dron e botar ya safe ko Omar fadal be ko sa botar boyda bay say mudana bring kon coroner report findida e mambore da safe say tonya mum findida wodam man say tandi ko na Gambia police force manke tonya modi e manke mo trindinti anen tilimbal ya molle moydi. If that answer your question. So I think if that is all we can close.
Yes.
Unless the want to say something.
Come on. Non fait bien bouler une fois.
See you. Ninkalinga.
Yeah, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Mbe mo be tentula min be ma be ta jang. Ane mbe Gambia banko fana mo be tentula. Momo ma be ta nyin ko kono wala momo mi alon ko abulu sita nyin ko kono ka bo journalist la kata fo sate dunkel mi an ko fonninkel anin fonninki bantala fonninkel mumi mbe be tentula mbe jayla. Especially fana mbala la ka min keta galati. Ye lodu la soto nyaka fo kono mi alon ko ye ku jamale ye mako ye ku jamala mi alon ko ala alay mol mako e bakel fo biya futata nyen tembot so ndol nde mbediam kan ase family to yalla nin koto ma nyolle bijam okay mbediam kan wala to yalla so biti lola a fama bijane Omar fama bijane bara man tra kendi yare koto mal bijane bot yo kol nyi be sendinte la pour nte se diam no family to yalla nsa min fono je wala nyinte ko ntela diamo nyinte siala min bije wala nyinte ko ndol kabiri nun tombe lori position min tombe lori wolto bosof molbe nyinin karola kabiri starting fo yam fo be kelal ba wala yam fo de kala ndol lafta le ko nyi continue fo janda be danna damen bosom be nga kalamta ndol ka nyin kele pour nyin kam mako kabiri starting nga fo le ko amman tara nyin ke kam kum ka fo ko nka ko kele Omar damale nko samani yake modo la mi alon ko al alfal jikitate damal be borika wala biya keta dula do da jamal bi je mi anka ketal mo jamal ya kalam tal bar bimbe kelo min to wala nyinte ko sama kana fulanjang den mol mi an ko ya kele luwa min be laari nje community ngaka nyanta ka kente nyame woto nyanta ka ke wo mari nyo wolle nyama kana jibe ko amari uniform wala ba wala kudot ntol min be sirin se uniform mo dun nole so sama nata ko tanga uniform mo dum wala ndala mo uniform mo dum nata wo ma nya sifak woto sande ba tala nyine kam ko wodo mi yake no akanata nyame te fanana mo nyanta kanala wala nyama so anda manyana ka ke wo nyama niyo mu niyo leti hani de nano le fata niyo lam speciality ya kalamta ko ila mo na fintita banta moto ya take salam e kala na ko ala wato le sita nyimbe mu wato leti hana madin wala wato na sita le bar sai hada madin wala wato e si modo bulokon foka pare amari man na to nya fo e no wokono fo moli ya no ma fo san labango sambe tembo minto kol nyimbi na futala nyanta ka futa damen yam fo ena ke no family ko itol te yam fano le itol damen jang fo kol nyeta ay dandula soto den mobe ya lo muneketa den sama kana ke modola wo kerlal fanan kana ke so ntol mo lodo lal to family nyi yellondi wala kan ka tandin nako nyine be kerin comme itol lafta la tentin ndelen family dinke labangote nkoto mal bijane se lono le se diam nole bar fengo fen alale ka di mola so nin kudo nata nan sanin sama keta modo la be mantoro le felana so mela frene pour kata ka futande wodulal to so wolen to la wolen family nyin na koti e min dinna ko nyinti ko nte yam fala fo daman tan kol nyim man senia yam fo nyanta kala wato minna wotambitale mo jamale involta nyin kono bari yam fo nyanta kala wato minna wotambitale san nin ko be yam fo kala sinin sama dobi na kala bari akelal min nyanta ka ke woye ke bang den sina nga jibe hanna tara ko sama yam fo bina watara ko kol seniyata le den akelal balo na ko sama de nin to nga nyinke nyine be kelaji par sani yam fo keta science antente woto akelal nyingi sai ila kol nyi aman na fa soto pour kasija anda man na fa tol fa aman na fa fa nan soton tol to nga boring o min beke so suta tili ngamra kari woro la mbitambina ndunta min kono wo mol moma olon go fa men mi moma fengo fel lonje tangot mol bi janne mi yalon ko woli ku jamal kalam tajele gala bije fonninkel bi janne fonninkel kafun tanyoka dulal kafun tanyoka ka fendi family la pour family se famma ko no minna wo fenkili ngoni make balura ngote ma foy ko be balura nyinol la baran ko ndingo min fata lafta ko wala nyantoleje wala mbe si jambi wala na nyunu nata nan jambi mbe ko masoma mbe ko masene ni wulita bi mbe wulila ni wulita sama mbe wulilal so woda mal bentol to jam ye lodula min soton tolye ma foko ko modol ma lodula soton bare lodula soton tolye min ko nyaaje family nyaaje so bi ni wulita bi mbe wulila sama ni wulita mbe wulal den ngawle soto pour family nyine dinna pour ka di media la inshallah de to mutumani bajilet dem dinno ngoni fama dindinnet yeah so close it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We now come to the end of this press briefing. I thank all the journalists, much more especially our brother here, Omar from Gala, because to be honest, he's an asset in this country, and all what he is doing, amanke ko abe todia or any other thing, no, but ala mindset he is doing the right thing for this country, and any normal Gambian, any patriotic Gambian will never hate Omar because of what he is doing. To be honest, if you claim to love this country, this guy needs to be protected and he needs to be respected. So we definitely appreciate you and your entire team. So journalists all for now, Bal Tentula, Bal Jaila, Aliana Minka, Allah Hajo Bula, despite it is Sunday, Alianta Tarla Sirine with your family relaxing, Baringal Kumandi, Al Natanang, family Fanang, Be Tentula, Be Jaila, Mba Tandile Lako. Mang Omar la kuo tuje because I for one mo jama ya mira num fonko government yenta corrupt because what other stage lo to dami alon ko muka diamu nyin kuala due to the simple fact that nin ko be court you don't talk about it wo don nente dendi mara manke ko kom ye fenne dinna wo de no they cannot. This is my hometown that I was born here. Whatever affects this place affects me, so no amount of money or whatsoever can make me let go of this case. So, Mansakunda, I repeat, Mansakunda, do the right thing. Do the right thing. I'm using the word please, which I should not use, but do the right thing. 7 days ultimatum. We want to hear from you guys. 7 days. Allah Barak.
Thank you all for coming.
Inshallah.